If you're feeling a little or a lot discouraged as we head into this holiday season, you are not alone. So Kathie is joining us with some ideas to help you make the most of the holidays. And Kathie, your first piece of advice is that we need to use our beautiful imaginations for good. What do you mean by that?
Well, Tracy, it's always such a pleasure to be with you, especially at this time of year when, we're taught to feel festive. And feeling festive really is the same as having a positive attitude. So it's about looking for the good in what's going on in any situation. It's about looking at what we can do instead of what we can't do. Remember when you were a kid, how magical Christmas was and how easily you let your imagination just carry you away? Well, as adults, we're kind of conned, I say conditioned, but conned into subduing our imagination, but it's always waiting for us to tap into. And it's our superpower. We can use our imagination to decide how we want to feel. Then we take responsibility for choosing how we want to feel and lining up our thoughts, words, and actions. Instead of waiting for somebody else to do something that we think is going to make us happy, let's take responsibility for that. So if you want to feel good, maybe you watch a funny movie, like some of those Hallmark Christmas movies, or put on some music. I love Miami Sound Machine, Rhythm Is Gonna Get You, really gets me moving. Or call somebody who is upbeat and positive and wish them happy holidays.
Lean into the magic. What incredible advice. Now, Kathie, with all the challenges people are dealing with, it's really easy to get negative and cynical, and that's very draining. So you say it's important to listen to our intuition.
So we need to tap into how we can pay attention more to the voices of our soul or our heart. So when you get an idea planted in your head that you should pursue something or call somebody, follow that idea. You never know what surprises are waiting for you, but I can guarantee if you don't listen to your intuition, you'll never know.
And you mean even like when I get that little thing in my head, call my mom, don't go wash the dishes, just call her, right? So do that, follow through on it.
100%, yeah.
I love that. Now, the stress of the season added onto the stress we're all experiencing during this pandemic can make us feel drained and like we don't have anything to give. COVID fatigue is real. So what do you suggest we do to lift our spirits?
I think we're all struggling with COVID fatigue. So we need to soften our lens. We need to see ourselves and everybody around us through the eyes of compassion and kindness, especially at this time of year, but always. And so because we can't be with family, let's look at what can we do for our neighbors? How can we extend some kindness and compassion to somebody else? And another thing, very importantly, and I know you'll love this piece of advice, Tracy, when you have a little gift list, make sure you're on it and make sure you're at the top of it. Make sure to do something kind for yourself.
Oh, I love that advice. You're absolutely right. Any other actions you think that we can take to turn a negative into a positive, Kathie?
I think we have to be mindful at this time of year to stay focused on where we're going. We can't control everything, but we do want to make sure that we're nurturing calm, that we're in charge of our thoughts around this time of year. And when we're calm, we'll get more done. We'll feel better. We'll be more patient. So we nurture that by getting exercise, keeping our thoughts focused on the good. We want to make sure we're getting sleep, out in nature, meditating. And, temporary, the external circumstances in our life right now are temporary. This too shall pass. But who we are on the inside is constant, and that's going to be with us forever. So at this time of year, we want to make sure to nurture calm. And yes, it's hard work. I understand that. But it's work worth doing if what we want is to feel good, especially at the festive season.
Yeah, this morning was one of those mornings I woke up and I said, I just don't want to do it. I don't want to move. I don't want to work out. And then I thought, I'm going to miss a chance to be singing to myself loudly and off key in the basement with the dog. This is a great opportunity. So I did it, and I'm always better for it. So Kathie, thank you for your advice and your spirit. I love you. You always have such important and helpful reminders and tips for us, and we need it, especially now.